Good evening, everyone. We're here today to present a brief debate on Western and Eastern civilization. The Western civilization will be represented by my college and Karen Henao. The Eastern civilization will be represented by Jasmine Liz and Karen Rojas. The names of my college are
Hi, my name is Karen Enau.
Hi, I'm Karen Rojas.
Okay, we are start talking about social terms of every civilization. So I'm gonna say something about ethics. So, for example, in Western civilization, ethics is based on law. For example, I mean, if a person follows the law, that person is considered right and correct, good person. But if a person breaks the laws or something like that, that person is considered bad or wrong or evil or something like that. Now, talking about um, democracy, um, Western civilization is democratic. Why? Because they promote the human rights and the self-expression of the people, the society, is actually a free civilization. Every person can think their opinions.
Okay, the Eastern culture, in the Eastern culture, the person are more focused into spend their time on building relationships. Also, Eastern culture is considered very hospitable.
okay. Their civilization promoted social harmony, ethics, and respect for hierarchy. They also structured society into social groups with definite roles. Unit Eastern civilizations, they also fostered values of space, balance, and community.
Okay, I think, of course, that Western civilization is more democratic than Eastern civilization. Because, as I said, they promote the self-expression, the free opinion, the human rights. It is so important to carry out in Western civilization. Human rights is so important. So I think that is mm, more important democracy that just um, a government govern the town or the people or the society. I mean, people have the right to say what they think, to say their or opinion. So I don't know what you think, guys.
Okay, Eastern civilization and emphasized social harmony, ethics, and hierarchy, creating stable societies with clear roles and responsibilities. This structure promotes order and cooperation, ensuring balance and collective well-being. Unit Western models, Western traditions, prioritization, peace, respect, and community.
Okay, Karen. A big difference between Eastern and Western culture is the democratic, because the Eastern culture think that in the country the decision must be taken for a small group that is leader. And I consider that the Eastern culture is very important, or is better, because the hospitality um, of the people is very important, because the foreigner feel more welcomed, and the tourist sector grows economic.
Okay, you're right, but I still think that democracy is so important because you're right that the government have to or has to take decisions, important decisions, and that is so important to take those decisions with a small group, but they have to consider the people opinion, the society opinion to govern the country. And now I would like to talk about religion. So, for example, in this case, Western civilization, I would say that the main religion is Christianity. So, Christianity is based on faith, faith in one God, in just one God, the real God, and the God that guides their life. And those people have to follow or to obey the his commandment or his laws to and worship him, etc. This religion, Christianity, seeks the salvation and the eternal life.
Okay, remember that Eastern religions like Hinduism, Buddhism, and Taoism are more philosophical, cyclical, and focused on harmony and reincarnation.
As for religion, Eastern culture tend to be more attached to the spiritual, and they are already respect their gods.
Okay, I think mm, I think that Western civilization believes in just one God or the unique God. Yeah. And that is better to worship or to avoid a lot of gods that I think is the case of Eastern civilization. They are obey or adore or worship a lot of things or person or people in the past. For example, Buddhism, or they believe in universe, something about the universe or something like that. That those things are creation of God, of the God of the Western civilization. So that is, I mean, it's better to believe or interesting or smart, believe in the God who created those things, universe and person or people like Buddha or past people.
Okay, well, they architect different religions, but as the religions rely on rigid doctrines rather than strict truths, Hinduism emphasizes karma and dharma, Buddhism sets inner peace through meditations, and Taoism promotes balance with nature. This, this cyclical view fosters personal development and spiritual awareness.
Okay, I believe that if you believe in one God or various gods, this is not is important, um, because I think that is more important to have a spiritual connection with the gods, because you have sometimes to religion.
Okay, you're right. You're right. That is so important, the spiritual connection that people have with the God. But I think that, as I said, it's mm, logical, maybe, or smart. Believe in the God, the huge God who created things that Eastern civilization worship or obey, like universe or people like Buddha or something like that. But well, okay. If you don't have, tell me.
No, continue.
Okay. Okay, if you don't have something to add, let's talk about education. Education is it is something that every civilization have differences. For example, in Western civilization, the education is flexible. The is I mean, in Western civilization, there are flexible learning. I mean, the student, the students have their time to study, of course, but they also have their time for themselves. I mean, to spend that time for to do their hobbies or leisure activities, um, etc. So I think that is so important that is flexible.
Okay, I shall also be know that Esther education is based on memorization, discipline, respect for authority, and collective values. Each of the time contributing through the education provided making Eastern education very different from Western education?
I think that this flexible time is very important. But in the Eastern culture, in the topics of the education, is very strict. And sometimes this is excessive discipline, um, be- and this causes illnesses in the student. So because I think that the little flexible time is important, but it's important to the discipline, not in excessive, but i- i- it's important.
Okay. In this case, I think that um, it's better, of course, flexible education because they have, I mean, the students have time to study, of course, because they have to study, the kids have to study and learn something new every day. But also, it is so important that they have a rest and for her mind because I think that a lot of information every day and many hours that is, as you said, that is excessive and that could cause bad things in the student. For example, stress, anxiety, etc.
Mm, yes, in this regard, I believe that mm, the efforts in education have helped the rapid evolution of the cities and innovation in technologies. Um, the discipline help um in this rapid evolution in the cities.
Okay, well, I think that of course it's important discipline, but something excessive, it's not the a good option. And I think that with a flexible education, with a flexible learning, the students can reach their goals. The students can also be something in their lives. We without, I mean, it's not necessary to excessive information, excessive hours, uh, learning hours, or something like that. If you don't have something to add, I would like to talk about the um, the most important contribution that Western civilization made. So, in my opinion, I consider that the most important contribution is democracy. Democracy, as I said. before. Because I think to govern a civilization or a society, it is so important democracy. Because of course the leaders or the government have to listen to people and listen to their opinions, etc. And for that reason, that Western civilization has democracy. Other societies have to promote that democracy because in that way the countries or the societies work better. So I think that is my opinion. What do you think, guys?
Okay, the contributions of the Eastern culture to the world with technology, advanced and new ideas to work, and the main export to many countries are made from Eastern countries because they are a world power in innovation um, due to their discipline. Um,
Okay, one of the main times that civilization can contribute is spirituality, discipline, social harmony, where respect and values are present, and philosophical wisdom, the attention of conclusion and innovations.
Okay, in that way,
um,
okay, continue.
sorry, uh, Karim, I believe that this democracy that you speak of is often not fair for everyone and does not take into account everyone's opinion, but rather the majorities.
I consider democracy is for the whole people. I mean, for every person. Why? Because democracy is about that. I mean, democracy based on the people opinion. If a government promotes democracy, of course they have to consider the opinion of the society, of the people, because there is a democracy civilization or democracy country. And if they consider the people opinion in, and of course if they take into account the opinions of the society, the people, of course democracy benefits the town in general, the society in general, because the government is consider and govern about opinions of the people, of the society. So I think yes, democracy benefits all persons.
Okay, what you tells us about your civilization is very good, but let us also remember that Star civilization enriches humanity through spirituality, discipline, social harmony, wisdom, and innovation. Its philosophies promote their inner peace, respect, and ethical living. Confucian values strengthen society while discipline drives excellence. Innovation, such as the compass and the printing press, demonstrate their lasting global impact. You don't know.
I consider that the Eastern culture is more important in this topic of the contribution of the world because the democratic um, isn't to all world, but the new technology, the innovation is is better and more important because is a contribution for all world.
Okay, that is perfect. Mm, and I think that's it. I don't know if you have to add something more. But well, and that's it. And thank you for watching.
Thank you.
Thank you.